Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be going up against Sugar Ray Leonard. Weighed in at a fit and trim one. Saul Welcome into the WBC Arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for...
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd,
we waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. No rest for the weary. Lands with the right counter. Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Neither man really defending themselves. Good left counter that lands. Nice exchange here from both men. He misses with that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
punch and shoot. That counter shot lands. He misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Punch, counter punch. Left counter scores. And he misses with the left uppercut. And he misses with that jab. No power in those punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. There's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Nice exchange here from both men. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who. Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That one lands. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Neither man really defending themselves. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
It was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Blocks the jab. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. These two were made for each other. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage. Let's start the sixth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Through the hook, didn't land. What a punch. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the dangerous part.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Miss with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Can't land the jab there. Missed him with that uppercut. Both want a knockout, you can tell. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Round 8, and we're off again. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He just missed with that left jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot. Sugar Ray's in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Left uppercut doesn't score. Score with that left hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. There's the bell for round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. the strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Can't score with that jab. Defense is not an option for these two. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Heard the old phrase, this might... There's the bell for round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
See how much recovery they saw there in the last minute. Another scoring shot there. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Start wondering how much work these two fight. That's start 11. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Can't find a home for that jab. So there you have it. it is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. He'll be going up against this man. It's the Brown Bomber Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
Talk about hot seats in the house.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Who's going to walk away with bragging rights? Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love. Don't shoot the messenger for the message.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. On the right, you can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Shoot. He blocks that jab. counterpunch. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. He missed with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. And he just missed with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That left counterpunch will score. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counter shot. Lands with the right counter. Left counter score. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? So far, both of these fighters have had their moments. Right hand. Neither fighter willing to slow down. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Absolutely knackered, man. He's knackered. He's fine. Don't let that something. This one is fucking by exception, bro.
There's the bell to start round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice job by him to block that jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Let's then step back for just a moment. Blocks the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
It's so important now in the third minute. I love that.
There's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
He just misses with that jab. Got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. He misses with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until the legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, when you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He misses with that jab. Very competitive round here so far. Missed him with that uppercut. He parries that left jab away. He misses with that jab. He fails to score with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
So good. Good man. See it and ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps are up here and we'll start playing.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outsocks the fight and beat them on points.
That one lands. Slightly off target. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Through the hooks, didn't land. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Cardio was put in for this fight. It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Jump all over. Look up. Body in there. Be smart. Chin landed. He absolutely knackered me. He's knackered.
And there's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Sure, these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. The jab doesn't quite connect. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not to give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Lucky to have avoided that left uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse for gassing out.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Neither man really defending themselves. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Missing with the left hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Jump all over. Look at his body and his feet mark, chin angles. Shouting. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Fine. It's so
And we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has determined that... Oh, Joe Louis just got caught! So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. He blocks the jab. Jab just got blocked. He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots. But come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
Love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Push it up, get on with the job.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Just feel it and ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Good shot.
It's round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they want to shake your leg. And that's here, away from getting stopped.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Missing with the left uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Good punch. Not much time left in the round. You start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot or pickpocket him.
His gloves up to block the left jab. He blocks that jab. A very competitive round here so far. Misses with the jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers speak. Joe Louis in trouble. The Hall of Famer Joe Louis. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.